setting appointment, follow-ups, making decisions. If you have a significant other, a spouse, having conversation with them. And like I've done with my husband, y'all, teach them. And this is for all women who have a significant other / spouse. Talk to them about the woman's body, women's health. Explain it as best as you can, because they too are a large part, emotionally and mentally, of what you go through, of what we go through. Men are fixers, and when they can't fix stuff like this, baby, they feel some kind of way. They feel helpless and hopeless. And you know, I've been a good girl this week. I've been listening to my husband's instructions and along with what my doctor has instructed, because what was supposed to be a 2-3 day recovery, because this was a non-invasive procedure, has turned into a 2-week recovery. But listen, baby, I'm doing good. I'm paying attention. I'm following instructions. I'm being still. I'm resting because I know that it also frustrates my husband if I don't. And also for me to be in pain and he can't do anything about it. Right? So that's self-care, y'all. That's taking that cape off. Rest, boo. Right? So anyway, those are fibroids. Hysterectomies, I want to also go through a few of those. Those are procedures that can be done abdominally, vaginally, or laparoscopic. You have the choice to talk to your doctor about different types of hysterectomy procedures. A total would be the full removal of your uterus and your cervix. A subtotal hysterectomy would be the main body of the uterus, but the cervix is still left in place. And then what's called, hope I don't bash this, salpingo-oophorectomy are the ovaries and the fallopian tubes being removed. This is all going to be based on genetic history, your personal journey, what your doctor deems as important, lifestyle as well, how you live, what your reproductive desires are, and yes, your age. And ask questions with your physician based on those different variables that I just mentioned. Having a full hysterectomy as well as a partial is going to push you on into menopause. You need to know that. So that's a part of that post-procedural care that you want to talk to your doctor about. Y'all, that's really with anything. Any kind of procedure you're having, whether you're inpatient, outpatient, 1-day recovery, 6 weeks, 6-month recovery, always inquire about the post-procedural care. Ask about why what is being given to you. Ask the reasons. Ask for time. Ask for the effects on the body. Ask if there are new procedures on the horizon. We are still struggling with getting proper funding for reproductive research, women's health research. So that's one reason why sometimes it feels like the needle isn't moving very large. In a large capacity, should I say, or at a faster pace, because the funding is still slow. It is not as popular as breast cancer research funding. It takes a lot of legislation advocacy to get consideration for funding. Trust me, I know. I've been working with it as it relates to PCOS for like the last, maybe 7-8 years. So you can ask your doctor if there are any new updates, any new discoveries as it relates to procedures and types and surgeries and things like that. The other thing, women over 40, peri ladies, HRT, start asking questions now. Listen, a few questions you need to ask yourself. And this is based on what your perimenopause journey has been reflecting and dictating to you. Is it time for me to change my diet and lifestyle if I haven't already? Number 2, is it time for me to restructure the way I exercise and work out? Whether you're going too long, too short, cardio only, no resistance training. Okay. If you're just doing yoga, that's not going to get it. If you're just stretching, it's not going to get it, because you're dealing with insulin resistance, you're dealing with weight gain, you're dealing with estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, estradiol, estriol. You're dealing with a lot of different hormones that are changing. You're dealing with your neurochemical factor that is changing, your brain, your fatty tissue that's also trying to figure things out. So questions to ask yourself: is it time for me to reconsider? Number one and number two. Number three, is it time for me to consider hormone replacement therapy and what it looks like for me? Number four, is it time for me to talk to a qualified, medically board certified physician? See what I just did there? To discuss a GLP-1, a weight loss option, and what that looks like in its entirety. Holistic life, y'all, which means everything. Factor in everything. Consider everything. GLP-1s are just not going to work on their own. It's a lifestyle. You just can't get around it. I'm sorry. Cheat code? Nope. But let me give it all away. Let me give it away. What happens at the end of the movie? You cannot bypass lifestyle. You can't. Sorry, not sorry. You cannot bypass it. As it relates to HRT, talk to your doctor. See if you are a good candidate about it. There has been concern about the breast cancer research, which has long been resolved in terms of sharing some of the flaw in the data and how it was not conclusive data. So you can talk with your doctor about that if you have concerns about breast cancer. Talk with them about the potential benefits of HRT for you if there are specific symptoms that you're concerned about. Ask about any potential risk or side effects, especially if there's a history of different kind of different health concerns on your maternal side. Ask about the different types of HRT, because there are different types. There's estrogen. There's a combination of estrogen and progesterone. What kind of delivery method is best for you? There are pills, there are patches, there are creams, there's gels. Talk about the dosage. This is why you need a medically board certified physician. Okay. How long you should be on it. What the monitoring looks like. Blood tests, mammograms. If you're going to be taking other tests while on HRT. What kind of side effects, if any, you can expect to experience. That's going to be a natural response to anything that the body experiences, good, bad, or indifferent. The body's going to respond. All right. So ask them about any side effects that you should expect. And if there are some that are just absolutely intolerable for you, it's okay to let your doctor know that. They are to be skilled enough to know how to pivot on your behalf. All right. I want you to ask them about any alternative non-hormonal treatments. Birth control is another one. All right. Birth control, women still have very crucial reasons why they use birth control. So you may want to ask about that if you are considering an alternative hormone treatment, non-hormone treatment, or HRT. And then ask your doctor what happens if you should decide to stop taking HRT. Will symptoms return? How will my body respond? Will my body push back? What can I expect? And journal and log stuff with all of these different things. Journal and log all of these things. I'm getting ready to wrap up. Know your personal medical history, y'all. Know your family history. Know things related to your age bracket. Know symptoms, common and uncommon. Know your body. Learn all of these things as much as you possibly can and have relative, meaningful conversation with the people that matter. And look, social media is last on the totem pole. I'm not even going to put it on the list. There are some great doctors who will give you the disclaimer that they are not offering medical advice, but they have specialties and they talk about different things. And you may want to follow some of them. But just be careful in this age of influence and everybody being a guru and an expert and having an opinion and doing these videos while they're in the grocery stores talking to you about oils and seeds and y'all, Godspeed. I'm going to stop right there. Anyway, love you. your well woman. I remain, okay? I remain your well woman. This is LaShanna, reminding you to live, age, and be well and whole until we talk again. Have a happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. All right? Check out LaShannaMoore.com for all updates. Bye-bye.